After a year of talks and negotiation, they now have a deal between the city of San Antonio and the police union, the San Antonio Police Officers Association. That deal covering things like pay, benefits, and discipline for officers. Let's bring in the president of the police union, Diaz. Thanks so much for being here, Danny. We know it's been a big week, but there's a lot of work left to do for you guys. So let's first start talking about what you are pleased with. What are you happy to see included in this contract?
Well, first off, thank you for having me. There's a couple things with that. First and foremost, thank you to the city, their negotiating team, for the professionalism that they had, and we were able to knock this out in a year. With that there were some issues that were first. They approached us with these issues back in February, March when we first started, and we listened. We listened to the activists about saying that we protect bad officers, which is far from the truth. They had 10 main items that they continuously put out. And in these negotiations with the city, we were able to address 8 of those items and made some movement on those. 2 of them, unfortunately, we couldn't touch because they're state mandated. But we did change some of the obvious things that they wanted to talk about or wanted to change in. That was the arbitration. City got their language. The 180-day rule, 48-hour rule, things of that sort that we had mentioned before in the past. So it was good to be able to sit down and have that dialogue and that professionalism throughout this past year.
And we should probably clarify some of those things. The 180-day rule, now the chief has 180 days from the time of learning about alleged misconduct, right, to make a disciplinary decision. Also changing the time frame that officers have, a heads up that they have before they're interviewed about whatever the allegations are.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. So when Internal Affairs would contact an officer about a complaint, they would give him 48 hours notice just to show up at Internal Affairs. And the myth that was out there, and actually it was wrong, that they were saying that officers had 48 hours to come up with their story and their lie. That's far from the truth. We adjusted those times, and now Internal Affairs gives officers 24 hours to show up. So we did change that. On the 180-day rule, the city was wanting and to go back your entire career and use your entire discipline for a new charge or a new complaint. And we agreed on being able to go back 2 years prior to the actual complaint or the new complaint that's online.
Danny, I also want to point out that this is not a done deal. It's a tentative deal. Like your union members have to approve this. The city council has to approve this deal. But are you happy with the money? The city was saying that this makes the San Antonio police officer the second highest paid officer in the state. I think it's a 15%, maybe roughly more than 15% over, the length of this contract in raises. You get a lump sum at the beginning. Is that something your officers can get behind? Is that enough?
Well, look, I will tell you, in any business, it's never enough for anyone, right?
Right. Yeah.
But we look at being realistic. So if you look at what's happening, not only across the country, but in the state of Texas, nobody wants this job any longer because of what's transpired over the last couple of years. So what we looked at was retention. It's been crazy lately to where we've had officers leave with 5-6 years on, where before this was a career where you wanted to stay 30-35 years. Now that's not happening, and we're having more and more people leave more frequently, and it's hurting the manpower issue. So what we looked at was we need to be able to do our part also with the city in attracting more employees, right? More applicants, so that we can better this department. At the same time, you look at during COVID, during everything that we went through, the unrest last summer there downtown, officers never got to go home. In fact, even during the winter storm when it snowed, a lot of our officers stayed at the substations and slept overnight so they can make their roll calls the next day. So there's a lot of things that went into that thought process. We've been here, we've stayed here. We're continuously working hard for the citizens and to make this city as safe as possible. So with that, we think that we accomplished the two things that we set out to do. One, which was a fair contract, and two, which we had due process for the officers.
Do you think it's going to be a challenge to get officers on board with this new deal?
It's going to take some time for us. We have to educate them on the legalese, so to speak. We're up to date on the laws that we have to enforce because we took an oath, and of course we have to be up to date on those. But when it comes to a contract, in the wording that's changed, we've got to get out to our membership, and we will here in the next week or so, and start educating them on what this contract means to them. What we're in the process of right now with the city is cleaning up the language so that they see the differences from the previous contract to this one. And that's taking a little bit of time. So I do have my phone that's been ringing off the wall, wanting to know what this means, what that means. We are coming out to our membership. And then once we do that and God willing, everything works out and we ratify this contract, now we can get it to city council and they can do what they need to do on their end.
We've seen in the Fairfax polls that we've done in the past that San Antonians overwhelmingly support the police department and law enforcement. They also support accountability. Do you think there's a fallacy out there that San Antonio police officers don't want accountability?
Yeah, so look, that's a misconception. And part of the problem that we have, Steve, is right around 2006, 2007, we went through a time there where classes were canceled, academy classes. So we started falling short on manpower back then. So what that's caused is, being that we're short, officers are going call to call to call. And when I came on this department, I was taught and raised that, this community is not only your livelihood, but a lot of times they turn out to be your best friends and your best source of information. And the way to get that done is you have to be able to communicate. Well, right now, officers can't do that because of the urgency of going call to call, as many calls have been coming in, and we don't have that time to sit and talk. The only time citizens get to do that are with their safe officers, and we just don't have enough safe officers to go around the city to have that dialogue. So the way we see it and what our goal is to strive to do is through this association is get out into the community as much as we can, helping the people that need help. And we hit the ground running. We were feeding people, homeless people during the Christmas and Thanksgiving holidays, delivering turkeys to some of the housing projects here. We've partnered up with the food bank, with Meals on Wheels. Those are the things that we're out doing. A lot of the pastors and churches here in and around San Antonio, meeting up with them and getting the word out and having that communication so that they see our point of view and we see theirs. We can't fix things unless we have a dialogue. And that's the goal that we're trying to reach right now.
Work happening in regard to that outreach and then now going forward getting this contract approved. Danny Diaz, president of the San Antonio Police Officers Association, thanks for being here tonight.
Thank you all for having me. I appreciate the invite.
Appreciate your time, Danny. Thank you. We'll be right back.